No matter where you raise cattle, good forage is essential to the success of your operation. And our friends at Corteva Agriscience continue to commit time and resources to helping cattle producers better manage that forage. Now, farmers and ranchers are constantly seeking ways to enhance profitability and productivity to ensure the long-term sustainability of their operations. Here's a look at a Florida operation that is growing better grass thanks to a time-saving product from Corteva.
On the Tombstone Cattle Company in North Florida, they can graze their stocker cattle nearly year-round. That means taking care of the grass is a critical part of their profit picture.
Year in, year out, every day we have to manage the pastures properly to make a profit. If we're not doing that, we're not making a profit.
One way the team at Tombstone gets the most productivity from their pastures is with a combined application of both fertilizer and herbicide. It's a service offering from Corteva called UltiGraz Pasture Weed and Feed.
The beauty of UltiGraz is it gives us the flexibility to do a custom fertilizer blend for every single pasture and still get that herbicide application. So whatever your needs are fertility-wise, you get that blend that you need from the fertilizer and still get the herbicide application in one.
We first learned about UltiGraz with our hay fields, and we use that product in our hay fields to keep them cleaned up and especially the broadleaf. When we started the cattle operation, we had a terrible problem with weeds, pigweed and stuff like that, and so we started using it then to clean those up.
UltiGraz saves time and money because it's a one-pass option. Traditionally, people would spread fertilizer and then come back whenever they have a weed problem and spray Grazon or spray Duracor. This gives them the option of doing a one-pass deal. They can put the fertilizer on out at one time. They're killing the weeds before they have a problem.
Mayo Ag Products has been offering UltiGraz to customers in North Florida and South Georgia since 2019. Blending the fertilizer with the herbicide takes place in a tender dedicated to range and pasture use right alongside the field, where the dry fertilizer will be applied.
UltiGraz has absolutely changed the game as far as weed control and pasture management and fertility goes. Not only is it convenient, not only does it save the producer money, but it also opens up pastures that we could have never treated before, whether just due to the condition of the pasture, that it's extremely rough, or the proximity to other crops. Suddenly we're able to have this new offering that it's convenient, it's money saving, and it's opening up a whole new world of pastures that we weren't able to improve before.
Before UltiGraz, we would do different things, such as we were mowing the property on a regular basis. We were coming in and trying to spray on pastures that had bull holes and uneven, and it's really difficult to spray. Now with UltiGraz, we can get a fertilizer put out in an even manner and a herbicide put out in an easy manner, as opposed to trying to spray on a rough field.
The nice thing about UltiGraz is it really opens up our window on the parameters that make it a perfect day to get a herbicide out. Perhaps on a day like today, we wouldn't have really wanted to come in and spray because it's so windy. However, when we're making the fertilizer application with the herbicide, it doesn't affect it. We can still get in here, make the most out of a sunny day today to get a herbicide down, and we're not shut down like we would be perhaps with a spray rig.
Applying fertilizer alone does help grow more pounds of grass, but also grows more pounds of weeds. UltiGraz provides the one-pass, better grass option for both fertilizer and weed control that lasts.
The mindset of most producers is, I want to fertilize and kill weeds later. Well, as spring comes along and as it's warming up, the weeds are already there. So where if you put out UltiGraz, you're getting ahead of the weeds and putting the fertilizer out at the right time.
So a giant part of UltiGraz is the residual chemistry that Corteva brings to the table. And when we think about coming out in the early spring, when it's the ideal time to fertilize, we may not be seeing a lot of those weeds yet, but they're there, they're small, and they'll continue to germinate through the summer. So when we can come in and get those, not only are we killing the weeds that are already there, but we're also laying down a residual that's going to buy us control throughout the summer months, because that chemistry is already laid down and doing what it's supposed to do, which is keep new weeds from germinating.
UltiGraz Pasture Weed and Feed is available through a network of certified applicators in multiple states. And the experience of producers, such as Carl Allison, demonstrates that UltiGraz is a convenient way to grow more grass for their cattle.
I just don't see how you can maintain pastures without UltiGraz. You can't keep the weeds out in a more efficient way than using UltiGraz.
Whatever your goals are, good fertility and good weed management are going to push you closer to the finish line. So whether you're fertilizing a hayfield and need to control the weeds to put up more bales, or whether you need to get rid of those weeds so you can get another calf on that acre, UltiGraz is going to help you get to that goal.
To learn more about the benefits of combining weed control and fertilizer, and find your local certified UltiGraz retailer, visit the website ultigraz.com/C2C. From Lake City, Florida, I'm Brad Buller reporting for NCBA's Cattlemen to Cattlemen.
To learn more about the benefits of using a product in your pastures that combines a herbicide with a fertilizer, just visit the website ultigraz.com/C2C.